Good morning and welcome to Newsfirst Prime Time Sunrise.
Today is the 20th of January 2014. A very good Tuesday morning to you and welcome to Primetime Sunrise. I'm Katharina Chang. Now let's start off with a look at your headlines. An Australian parliamentary delegation visiting Sri Lanka said they will extend their bipartisan support to the country. Farmers' pensions to be given today. Sri Lanka clinches 4 medals in the Lusophonia athletic meet. Ukraine's Yanukovych opposition agree to repeal anti-protest laws. An Australian parliamentary delegation visiting Sri Lanka said the transformation in Sri Lanka undergone after the end of the war is highly impressive and that they extend their bipartisan support to the country. The group of parliamentarians expressed these views when they met with President Mahinda Rajapaksa yesterday. The meeting between President Mahinda Rajapaksa and the Australian delegation took place at Temple Trees yesterday. During the discussions, the parliamentarians had noted that during their visit they were able to visit various parts of the island and that there were no restrictions from them in anywhere in Sri Lanka. They added that during their visit they were able to ascertain the development Sri Lanka has achieved after the war. The delegation said upon their return to Australia, they will present a report on what they have seen and experienced in Sri Lanka and present it to the Australian Parliament. They also noted that anyone can start a war, but needs men of courage to end it. President Media Unit also added that during the discussions, attention was also directed at strengthening bilateral ties between the two countries. Granting of pensions for farmers will commence today. The national ceremony in this regard is scheduled to take place in Hambantota under the auspices of President Mahinda Rajapaksa. Director General of the Agricultural Insurance Board, Panduka Veerasinghe, has said that 1,250 farmers have been selected from across the island to be presented with pensions today. He added that 957,000 farmers island-wide are registered under this farmers' pension scheme, out of which 128,000 farmers who are about 60 years of age have been qualified to receive pensions. Farmers between the age of 60 to 63 will receive ₹1,000, while farmers between the ages of 64 to 70 will receive a pension of ₹1,250. Furthermore, farmers between the age of 70 to 78 will receive a pension of ₹2,000. Deputy Minister of Buddha Sasana and Religious Affairs MKADS Gunawardena, while addressing a function at the Trincomalee District Secretariat, revealed that 63 elephant cubs were stolen from the Habarana forest area. When contacted, Minister of Wildlife Resource Conservation, Vijit Vijayamuno Soiza, said they are finding it difficult to curb elephant trafficking due to the absence of proper legal system in this matter.
Such a racket is taking place in Sri Lanka at present. It is not only elephants but all the animals that can be sold are sold and bought by some officials, and certain NGOs are connected to this racket. This is taking place on a massive scale, therefore a minister or secretary to a department finds it difficult to work. However, I spoke about this in the open and came to a decision. Registration of elephant cubs is one such decision. This can only be stopped by registering the elephant cubs following a DNA test. The manner in which they capture elephants is extremely cruel. Therefore, the situation at hand is very bad.
Meanwhile, a wild elephant died when it was electrocuted in the Mahavali Development Zone in Thrissapura, Hambantota. The Hambantota Wildlife Office said that the death occurred when the elephant attempted to destroy electricity post connected to the main electricity supply line, which belongs to the Ceylon Electricity Board. This tusker died when he was electrocuted in the Mahavali Development Zone in Thrissapura, Hambantota a few days ago. The Hambantota Wildlife Office stated that the death occurred when the elephant attempted to bring down an electricity post which was left without properly repairing it after it was destroyed by wild elephants. Area residents pointed out that due to this situation, it is a threat not only to wild elephants but all animals that roam in the area. The Janasavavidu village in Shantalokagama in Dimbulagala was vested in the public. A function in this regard was held under the patronage of Health Minister Maithripala Sirisena and Minister of Construction, Engineering Services, Housing and Common Amenities Bimal Veerawangsa.
This housing project consists of 38 houses.
Though there are no challenges for us in Sri Lanka, there are challenges from the outside. The people in the villages were very helpless. During that time, no one would even think of building houses at a place like this. When we overcome the challenges within the country, there are challenges from outside. The people of the north wanted democracy. A proposal was passed in the Northern Provincial Council recently, asking to punish those who committed war crimes during the war. So we would like to ask the Chief Minister of the Northern Province and we would like to ask the Minister of the Provincial Council whether they bring these proposals to destroy the peace that we have achieved, and are they trying to enrage the people of the country.
A special route plan has been organized for a certain area in Wattala from 6 this morning. To know more on this route plan, we have SSP Ajit Rohana live with us over the phone. Good morning, sir. Could you brief us to how the traffic plan in Wattala is going to be?
Yes, it has been observed that huge traffic congestion in Wattala city on the Colombo-Nigambu road. So therefore, a special traffic rehearsal is being implemented today since this morning, especially within the town limits of Wattala. So it's a one-way traffic diversion. The vehicles that are coming from Nigambu to Colombo, they have to turn from Nilmini Junction, and after that they have come towards Alvis Town Junction to the main road. And apart from that, vehicles that are going from Colombo to Nigambu, they can use both sides of the road. So this traffic plan is already implemented since 6 o'clock this morning, and it will be over by 8 o'clock in the night. So if it is successful, we are planning to implement this particular traffic plan in the future, but today it's a rehearsal.
Okay, thank you, sir, very much. One gold, one silver and 2 bronze medals have been won by the Sri Lankan team for Wushu in the 3rd Lusophonia Games.
Lusophonia Games, which is held among countries that were under the rule of the Portuguese, is held in Goa, India this year. Prabhat Manuranga has won gold in the Wushu men Nankwan at the Lusophonia Games. Sudesh Madhushankar has won silver in the Wushu men Taiji Kwan. Meanwhile, Sri Lanka also won 2 bronze medals in the Shanshu events. Tejas Suranjan and Chalika Ranganath has bronze in 65 kg and 70 kg category for Wushu men Shanshu.
Well, this concludes this edition of Breakfast Primetime Sunrise News. You're with me, Katrina Chang. But before we leave you, here's a look at today's weather forecast.
hotline 0114-896-896. www.newsfirst.lk. Feedback at newsfirst.lk.